Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I present to you the class of 2014. You may be seated.
Hello there. Things to get. Eggs, half-gallon of milk, bananas. This isn't the right piece of paper, hold on. Here we go. Well, guys, we made it. It's been a great couple of years, and I don't know whose idea it was to make me a king and a president all in the same year, but thank you. Before we begin and walk across the stage, we need to take a look around the room. Everybody in here has shaped us into the people that we are today. Our teachers, sponsors, faculty, staff, our friends, coaches, and most importantly, our parents. I know I speak for all of us when I say thank you for everything. Sponsors, I just want to say that I am extremely sorry. We weren't the dream class, but you did good with what you got. And just so everyone knows, we were so bad that we had to split up our class meetings just to keep from fighting. A really good example is yesterday we had to vote on a song. 10 people voted for one, 10 people voted for the other. Guess who was the deciding vote? Me. Right now there are 10 people in my class who hate me. But everything has flown by so fast. I have known some of you my whole life and some of you only a few years. But I can say that if I had to do this whole high school thing again, I would gladly do it with you. But only if we got to take our backpacks to class and chew gum. On a more serious note, I want you guys to know that everything is possible if you put your mind to it. You guys are extremely smart and talented. You have the power to make this life a beautiful and wonderful adventure. If you put your mind to it, you can achieve the impossible. You know where this is going, Mr. White. As many of you know, but very few of you know, my freshman year I started asking Mr. White for $1. Neither of us quite remember how it started, but I know how to end it. So Mr. White, for the last time, can I have $1? See, the impossible is possible. It's been real, you guys. Keep it classy, and in the words of the great Forrest Gump, that's about all I got to say about that. I will now turn over the microphone to our principal, Mr. Fulton. Thank you and God bless.
All of us know that hurt Mr. White. At this time, a salutatorian, Ryan Heft, will come forward for her address.
When I found out that I was given the honor to be salutatorian, my first initial thought was, oh great, I have to give a speech. So typically, I got on the internet and Googled high school graduation speeches to get a jump start on what I was going to say. As I began scrolling through example speeches given by other seniors, and I eventually gave up because I found that they were all using way too big of words. But finally, I came across an article that gave me the advice to just share as many memories as I can because no one wants to listen to all the typical cliche congratulations and thank yous. So my next mission was to come up with some past experiences with my classmates, which should be easy enough. But I soon realized that many of the times that my classmates and I may think of as memorable all seem to have to do with something with getting in trouble or upsetting the teachers. As many of our teachers could probably tell you, we haven't exactly been the easiest or the most pleasant class to teach. Between all the trips to the principal's office in high school or grade school, the obnoxious personalities and selective hearing in junior high, and the out-of-control and semi-verbally abusive class meetings in high school, we've kind of gained the title of that class. But even though all of those memories might not have been the most enjoyable time for our teachers, and we probably shouldn't exactly be proud of many of them, they're times that will stick in our hearts forever. We will always remember dousing the junior high science room in shaving cream, and cramming as many girls as we could into the trash cans and the rolling ball cages in PE, and getting absolutely nothing accomplished at every single class meeting because it always ended in a fight. But I guess there are some more positive memories. After all, we're pretty well-rounded. I mean, according to the banners behind me, we're pretty athletically talented. Some of us are more theatrically and vocally oriented, and academically, we've always been very competitive. So I want to congratulate my classmates for making this far, and our parents for raising us up to be the people that we are today, but most importantly, our teachers for putting up with us since the moment we stepped into the kindergarten classroom. You never have to put up with us again. I think you're the ones who've won the real victory. But even though we've always been kind of known as that class, we've come so far as a group and as individuals. We might not know it yet, but I believe that many of you sitting out there have the potential to make a big impact on the world. Today is the first page of a new chapter in our lives. It's been a wild ride, and even though we may not agree on a few things, well, anything, I wouldn't have wanted to spend it with anyone else. Thank you.
Forgot to move this up for Ryan. Down, I guess. I'm proud to announce our valedictorian for the class of 2014, Heather Melton.
Okay. First of all, a big thank you to everyone for coming to celebrate this day with us. It's a big step in our lives towards our unknown futures. My class couldn't have gotten where we are or become the people we've become without the help and support of everyone in this gym today. Before I started writing this speech, all I was worried about was making an impression, leaving a speech that would stick. But that's not what really matters. What really matters is that my speech is special and one of a kind, sort of like my class. Teachers, you might understand the flip side of that statement. We started off as the first group of sixth graders to be in the trailers, and here we are, the very first class to graduate from being Mavericks all 4 years. Several of my classmates I didn't even know very well 3 or 4 years ago. Throughout junior high and up, we've gone from strangers to rivals to classmates to friends. Our class is a family. We've all grown up beside each other. We argue and bicker like brothers and sisters, but when push comes to shove, we stick together. I mean, apparently we don't stick together when it comes to homecoming floats. We carry the record for the longest losing streak. 4 years of fourth place, going strong. Good job, everyone. Class of 2014, we have all had so many memories together. From grade school to our senior year, our class has been troublemakers. Some of my personal favorite memories are the times when we would take naps in Mrs. Poor's room during recess 8th grade year, or watching Emily crawl up the dome stairs towards the top during our Capitol trip. Our locker room dance parties, laughing so hard the whole team was on the floor when Mr. Fulton dove for a ball in volleyball practice. I think it's okay now to say another memory I'll always have is helping Evan through American history. Along with all the great memories, every single person in our class has something unique and special about them. A couple of examples. Well, first of all, everyone knows Trevor Pell's Batman. Mackenzie loves to sing, even though she's tone deaf. Evan, there's only so much you can do for someone. John Cockleger is probably one of the funniest people out there. I mean, if you've gotten the chance to hear his George W. Bush impression. If anyone wants anything artistic done, that's Lexi or Justin's department. All of us, every single one, made it here today to this stage. We have worked too hard not to be sitting here today. On behalf of my graduating class, I would like to thank the faculty and staff for putting up with us, our class sponsors for keeping our indecisiveness to a minimum, the community for its support, and our parents for pushing us, supporting us, and keeping us in line. With that said, I am honored to be part of this family, and I can't wait to see what the future has in store for us. Congratulations, class of 2014. We made it through the seemingly unending tunnel. Here's to more tunnels and more lights at the end. Thank you, and God bless.
At this time, the Kiowa County High School Band, under the direction of Claire Mullender, will play music from Pirates of the Caribbean, arranged by Michael Brown.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the USD 422 Board of Education, I have the privilege of introducing our Master Teacher Award winner for 2014. This person graduated from Skyline High School in 1987. She attended Pratt Community College and then went on to further her education at Fort Hays State University, where she graduated with a bachelor's degree in 1992. After that, she went on to Fringe University and completed her master's degree in 1999. This lady came to work for us in 2000 as a para, and by the end of the first semester, our fourth grade class had grown so much that we needed to split the class, so we utilized Laura Prosser to do that. Since beginning her employment with USD 422, she has taught fourth grade, junior high, and is currently our first grade teacher. Laura also has served as junior high cheerleading sponsor, taught summer school, and transported our displaced students that were living in Pratt after the tornado back and forth to school. Laura has also been active in Maverick After Prom, in our Support Our Schools organization, as well as her St. Joseph Catholic Church. She and her husband Rod live in Greensburg and are soon to be empty nesters as son Keith attends school in Liberal and daughter Heidi graduates today. Rod told me Laura has a passion for her job, and that is very easy to believe with the obvious amount of time that she spends preparing for her students daily. Heck, she loves teaching so much, they had to rebuild their house right across the street from the school. The Board of Education appreciates the commitment that Laura shows to her job, the school, and especially the kids. She gets better every year, and we want to reward that achievement with the Master Teacher Award. Congratulations, Laura, on being selected the 2014 Master Teacher.
Thank you. It means a lot. You guys are the reason that we all do what we do. Oh, there's one thing that he didn't tell you. I'm not a public speaker. I speak to my little people and they listen, and that's what counts, and I sure appreciate it, and good luck to all of you. Thank you.
Also, on behalf of the USD 422 Board of Education, we sometimes present an I Make a Difference award, and this year there's going to be one. We normally give that award to an individual that has gone above and beyond the norm to do something that benefits the students of our district. The award is called I Make a Difference. And folks, we live in an awesome community, and by community, I mean entirely all of Kiowa County. And people from all parts of the county step up from time to time to do things special, to make our kids feel special, to help educate our kids, to do anything they can to make it better. This year, the board's going a little bit of a different direction with the I Make a Difference Award, and they have chosen to honor a family. The first generation of this family graduated from Greensburg High School in 1931. One of the fourth generation graduates today. Members of this family have not only volunteered at the school, they have also been staff members at the school. Cheryl Heft was a long-time special education teacher. Christy Heft has been a long-time primary teacher as well as a coach. Steve Heft has helped out and been an assistant football coach, and Kevin Heft has helped out over the years to improve our pole vaulter skills on the track team. Dale and Cheryl, they have left a legacy of commitment to the school and the community. This family has obviously been very involved in the school over the years, but what really sets them apart, that earned them this award, is what they have done for us since the tornado. When we was going through our rebuilding process here at the school, and our contractors would need something, whatever they would need, a piece of equipment, a man, anything, they would call Heft and Sons, and they would come to the rescue and keep the project rolling so this facility could be completed when we promised it to all of you. After we got done with the facility and the board determined that it would be really nice to have a parking lot across the street, and we got all that property acquired, Heft and Sons again stepped in and finished that project for cents on the dollar, saving the district a tremendous amount of money. And finally, last year, after we secured the asphalt millings for the parking lot at the sports complex, I was going to spread them myself with farm equipment and was visiting with Dale and Steve, and guess what? Dale and Steve stepped in with a lay-down machine, a loader, and rollers, and they completed that parking lot project for us at the sports complex at absolutely no charge. Again, saved the district a significant amount of money and made things better. We want to recognize this family for their past contributions and their continuing support of Kiowa County Schools. Congratulations to Heft and Sons on a job well done, and the recipients of this year's I Make a Difference Award. Steve, Cheryl, and Kevin, would you come forward, please?
Words at this time are inadequate to express the emotion and the appreciation for this award. My husband's legacy lives on in his sons and his grandchildren. And as we look around the community, we just say, job well done, Dale and family. Thank you for this.
We have one other award to give away real quickly this afternoon. I've been here 11 years as superintendent of schools, and I've seen a lot of things happen in this county and in this district in that period of time. And I've seen a lot of people step forward and do things for their communities, for their churches, for families in lots of different ways. And one thing we talk about a little bit is there's a big difference between people that have the means to make a difference and the people that are willing to step forward and actually make a commitment to make a difference. And we have one more award to give this afternoon with regard to I Make a Difference award. Our recipient this time is someone that's, again, been in this district and been in this county for generations. We've been kind of waiting as a board to honor this individual when the timing was right. And timing's always right when they have a kid that's graduating. And so I'd like to take a minute to talk about Kai Gamble just a little bit. Kai is also going to be a recipient of a I Make a Difference Award. Kai is someone many of you know, and Kai is sometimes a little bit rough around the edges, if that's fair to say. But he's got a heart of gold, and not only a heart of gold, but he has a willingness to support things, both he and Kim. And when you look around our town, they've put their mark on many, many different things. They put their mark on the farm that they have, and they continue to improve. Kai serves on various boards. He serves on the co-op board, serves on the Twilight Theater board, serves on our Board of Education. Been actively involved in United, Kiowa County United, which is the Main Street property, a huge financial booster to the theater. And anytime we've ever needed something at the school, Kai has always been there to support us and to lend a hand. I know I can speak on behalf of the staff and that work in this district, that it doesn't go unnoticed that Kai goes out of his way to make sure he thanks staff for the efforts that they do. He always takes the time to host a barbecue or a cookout for all the staff, and just to try to say, I thank you and I appreciate you for what you do. There's lots of deserving people in this community, and Hefson Funds, Cheryl, we're so honored that we're able to do that for you all today. We have other people in this room that are also deserving, but this time I'd like to really take a moment and recognize Kai and Kim McGamble for the efforts that they've put into our community and our district and our school, and just tell them one more time, thank you, and you do make a difference.
Wow, Kim, you're in trouble. Thank you, guys. This means a lot, like Cheryl said. Want to really thank my family, my son, my daughter, and my wife. It's not always easy to be the son or daughter in the school of a board member. 15 years ago when I filed for school board, it took me 4 years to get up the nerve to suffer the rejection if I didn't make it. And I bounced out to the farm. I was so proud of myself, and my father had a way of tempering the highs and the lows, as all good fathers do. And he says, "What'd you do that for? Don't you understand that's a thankless job?" "Well, Dad, I want to be involved in my kids' education." "Okay, that's okay." And we talked some more, and I started to leave, and he says, "Wait a minute, son." He says, "You don't have enough money to be on the school board." I looked at him, and I said, "Well, it only cost me $5 to file." "No, you don't understand. You mess with other people's kids long enough, you'll have to pay pallbearers at your funeral." But anyway, with that said, Class 2014, I'm proud of you. I always like mottos, and one of my favorite mottos belongs to Vince Lombardi, and you guys really, really represent that, and don't ever forget it. Leaders are not born. They are made through hard work like anyone else, or like anything else. Don't forget that, and you'll go a long way. The only other thing I want to say is I'm so proud of all the faculty, the staff, the kiddos, administration, board members, everybody I've worked with here over the years are second to none in attending KSB conferences, Kansas Association of School Board conferences in Wichita, and visiting with other school board members. You really come to appreciate what we have here. We don't just have a nice brick and mortar building. That don't make the education. We have the staff that fills it. And I can tell you, past and present staff and past and present students, if it wasn't for those two combinations, I never, ever would have served more than one term. It's because of you I've stayed around. It's because of you that this award is possible. So everybody give a huge hand to the staff and the students of this district. That's what this is all about. Thank you.
At this time, the Kiowa County High School Choir, under the direction of Kim Stewart, will sing Walk Together, Children.
Don't you get weary, there's a great camp
we'll probably move around here. We've got the senior slide show. I think Corbin Vandenhoek was pretty prominent in making this, and Mrs. McKinney, so thank you, Corbin. And see, it's up on the screen here, so if you need to move to see it, go ahead and move around so you can get a better view. US, I suppose then doesn't mean. Testing. Test. Testing. Test. 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 There we go. Good job, Roger. USD 422 Board of Education and Superintendent of Schools Darren Hedrick. These students have met the requirements for graduation set forth by the state of Kansas in USD 422. Would the class please stand and approach the stage? Alexis Kaylee Behe. Justin Ryan Boswell. Tandy Lee Brozick. John David Colclaser. Caitlin Kylie Gamble. Ryan Page Heft. Lillian Elise Henshaw. Evan Douglas Jacks. Dina Jean Liggett. Heather Quinn Melton. Peyton David Miller. Trevor Austin Powell. Heidi Christine Prosser. Sierra Brooke Ralston. Mackenzie Dawn Rose. Emily Demetra Sarber. Charity Danae Schmidt. Michael Alexander Tedder. John David Allen Terhune. You're going to make me mess up on that one. Yeah, got it right. Patricia Torres. Corbin Reed Vandenhoek. At this time, graduates, you may present your flowers. After hearing John and Ryan and Heather a little bit, probably should say that I'm going to miss these guys. And I think my staff's going to miss them too. They were a good class. They were very strong-willed, and there's nothing wrong with that. They'll go far, and I hope they'll come back and visit us. So, graduates, congratulations. And if you'd please stand. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present to you the class of 2014.